GhanaTalksRadio. This is big. This is big.
All right, it's another brand new day on the Ladies Avenue. 5 minutes past the 11 right there in Accra, Ghana. We're streaming live on our YouTube channel. All you have to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel and be notified anytime we come live. On the Ladies Avenue, it's everything concerning ladies. Bibi bia efa imban hu bia eno na ye kan e wodwumedie yi so. The name is Ohima Chimode. I have with me Ohima Lillian. So today we are talking about, as a lady, in fact, why do ladies always say they want to achieve everything in life before they settle down, before they even think of marriage, before they even think of a man? Although they're in a relationship, all right, but so we are some mum pe cra a mum pe tie because media I'm not ready. I've not achieved everything in life. Just recently, I read a story about one young lady. She's married, she has a child, and she left her family for over 2 years to go overseas to further her PhD. When she came back, the husband was furious and is wanting to seek a divorce. Also, episode Jano, the son said, "We Johnny Busiaho, Ako, another man's land for over 2 years, 2 freaky solid years." The man wasn't against her not schooling or not furthering her education, but he said, "You have a family, you have a husband to take care of, you're a mother, you're a wife. Why don't you look for Yanum school be cause that be she's only familiar with international schooling and it just say okay. Now school news to Harvard, I me punk I'm sure me jamu hako any day." Okay, so that's what today we are talking about. As a lady, why do we have the perception that we are supposed to achieve everything we have before we settle down in marriage? Or is it because of how some men also treat some women? Because they have nothing, one least mistake, I'll throw you out. Is it because of that? Is it because of how ruthless some men are? So without wasting much time, I have with me Ohima Lillian. We'll begin with our conversation. Ban warfare. So everything
trying with I'm fine.
Okay, so as I said earlier, today we are looking at why some women have the perception that they would have to achieve everything in life, their certificates, their houses, their cars, even if other businesses, they have to acquire all that before they think of marriage. Why do you think some women have that perception?
Okay, you said something that they don't want maybe their partner to treat them bad and all that. And you know, right now most of the marriages are like the other partners, they treat them anyhow in case you are not working or something. So I feel like most of them, that's why like how do I even put it, most of them, you know, we have like some of the musicians like this. Let's take this girl for instance, or Davio, she Miss V, for instance, she's almost like 30 years or something. She's not married. We don't know why. They have their reasons. Maybe when they were a kid, they saw what happened, what their parents went through and all that, so they want to be like a boss lady before settling down. You know, when you get married, it comprises of plenty things.
Exactly.
You have to sacrifice. So some feel like, oh, marriage is a long way, as the elders have been saying. So for me to settle down, it's not like an easy thing. Maybe if you want to further your education, because you are married, you can't even do some things that you're not supposed to do. Then let me just have everything in life. And you know, day in, day out, nina na unini. So if you put that thing in mind, you have to give yourself like, oh, maybe at the age of maybe 28, I have to get married. Because a time will come, nobody wants to get married to you, because time I had a trim. Yeah.
And even with what you are saying, looking at Becca, she's married and she has a kid. But just recently, was it early this year?
It's last year.
She graduated.
Yeah.
And Abeku Santana, he's married, he has kids. He has also graduated.
This year,
and is it Giovanni? If I'm not mistaken, I think Giovanni just recently also graduated. So looking at all this, I don't know, but to me, I'm a lady, and I quite remember when I was in SHS, I always say before I would marry, as I said, that the perception, I have to get my car, my house, but you know. And do you know, even SHS, we've already planted 20 years. I have to get my 21,
25. I'm sure most of them will be like, oh, at the age of 25, I have to get married, and then I have to get my own car. This life, it will be easy.
We thought, because we were in SHS, so we thought it was
things
life was easy.
Yeah. But, and I'm sure like Abiku Santana and Becca and all that, they have the partners that understand them.
Yeah.
If you want to do something in life and your partner doesn't accept anything that you say, then you can't go.
And another reason why I feel some ladies always want to achieve all their goals is because some men are autocratic. Some men are not understanding enough. Yeah. Some men are selfish. Some men have the perception that women are not supposed to be in school. So once some people will promise you that, oh, come on, when you are with me, once we get married, I'll let you further your education. But the moment you get married, forget it.
They'll just change.
They'll tell you you're a married woman very soon. When you start schooling, how would you get time for the family?
How will you cope and all that? But that one, you have to schedule. You the lady, you have to sit down with your husband and then plan everything well. The time you go and pick them from school, maybe you have a kid or something, you have to plan. If you don't plan anything in your marriage, then every day you have issues with your partner. Because
it's never going to be easy.
With Abeku Santana, when he graduated, he was like the wife. When he met the wife, the wife was also in schooling, and then he told the wife that me go school. So it came to a time the wife even paid some of his school fees. Like, use this money, go and use to pay your school fees. He was surprised. If you have a supportive partner.
Yes. Sorry to interrupt you. And John Dumelo.
Yeah.
The wife. Just recently, the wife came out as a lawyer.
Yeah. And she was called to the bar.
Yes, you could see, he said the husband is really supportive because according to what the woman was saying, he even sometimes learns with her. Law easy. Now humanly
Stoneboy, for instance, the wife. When she was in school, like Stoneboy, she has to wake up around maybe 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. and then study, because at that time Stoneboy will go to the studio and be recording songs and all that. And what she said was like, anytime that she goes to the classroom or maybe she's at home and then she wants to study, Stoneboy will call her that when you are done, I have to like ask you some questions, whether you'll be able to answer them and all that. So if she is learning, if she is reading the script, she has to read from A to Z. And then Stoneboy will call her around 3 something. send me the scripts. Question way, like he would just mix the questions and all that. And it's getting to a time when she was going to write her exams, like she really passed.
Yeah,
She really,
because
really
it's
passed.
simple and I wanted to say, yes, as you were saying, Stoneboy and Dr. Louisa. Dr. Louisa was once asked if she feels marriage has hindered some developmental plans in her life, and she was like, no, but marriage can't hinder anything. Once you have an understanding partner, just like you said, you can still do certain things you plan on doing. Marriage shouldn't be a barrier.
Yeah.
Kids in your life shouldn't be a barrier. Shouldn't be a barrier whatsoever.
And I'm sure most of, especially some of the guys, maybe in case they are not schooling and then their wife is schooling or something, or for let's say, oh, maybe she would be like, oh, this guy no, papa no. So in case maybe she sees someone, like maybe she's working in an institute or something, oh, she'll just dog the other partner.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's why most of them, like, they don't support their wife in that way.
If you feel that your wife is educated enough and you, the man, you're not educated. See, in this life, nothing comes easy. For you to gain something better, it doesn't come easy. So if you know, that's why we have adult education there. Your wife can even teach you. Your wife can teach you.
They'll be like, oh, why should I allow my wife teach me? Like,
you see,
they feel...
Men feel big, men feel pompous. But, Charlie, if you really want something to move on for you,
you have to put lies way.
Okay, so
it's not your lie. My own is not about book.
Yours is not about book, but you see, each and every day, even though I'll say we all are illiterate, because each and every day we learn. Yeah. Each and every day we learn. So if you are stick to one fact that A is A, once the next day B will come, C will come, D will come. If you are always fixed or glued to A, you now move on. People are, I say, a computer.
But, it's not easy to get the right partner who understand all this. You furthering your education and all that. It's not easy. It's not easy. Sometimes you just feel like, oh, I shouldn't have even given her the chance to further education. But
if you do that, you are not being loving,
and
as you claim.
Say those marriage now, cause when you see this girl the chance or something, it's not easy. And some people, when you give them the slight chance or something, like, they'll just do some things that you just regret
it. Yes.
In case maybe you have to go to class around this time, as a wife, you have to come home and then cook. But they'll just be giving excuse me, I'm tired, like, you have to study, you have to do assignments. And
as you said, plan is the only escape route. Plan is the only escape route. It's only if you plan something. Let's say,
but you can plan, but as time goes on, day in, day out, things change. So maybe you can plan, and later everything will just turn upside down or something. It's not easy. And if you want to settle down, especially the ladies, say you're not developing and all that, the chances will come more. Like when you are 20 years going, people will come in for your hands in marriage. They'll be like, oh, Midi, I'm not ready to settle down. I want to further my education. A time will come, nobody. The ones that they will come, they'll just come and make fun of you. Like when you get to your early 30 or something, it's not easy. It's not easy. Because when you're going out, or maybe when you're walking along the streets, or you see this big ladies riding cars, like they have their job, but husband, you couldn't buy anything. And when it's Sundays, you see them at church praying.
But sometimes some men are not bold enough to approach ladies who have this material things, who have cars. Humanly, let's say you're a lady and you're in your car.
Yeah.
Posh car. Yeah. Not DJ Rock on nam kwan when you
he's not even well dressed, like he ruffian like.
You see, he
won't even give you a left
to come.
It will be hard.
Yes.
It will be hard.
And you, the ladies, I feel the ladies also should mellow. The fact that you're in a car doesn't mean that you should look down on
somebody. That one, yeah, is true.
Because maybe Bema no I'm forming to know you feel say you have the money you can support him. But more in Bema no so be break can be that the most ladies can support them. Yes.
Yeah. You buy everything for your partner, I mean the new guy that you've met or something, and later you just give him maybe some money to start a business. You right now feel like boss. And then you always be at home.
And also one thing on Himalayan you said, and I want to add more to it, is planning. Maybe the husband or the wife gives each other opportunity to further their education, and they tend to give excuses.
Yeah.
I feel say
they even want the man to clean the house.
You see, which
clean
is really bad. Sometimes your priority, you should prioritize certain things. I feel say if something is important to you, no matter how busy you are, you get time. Even they say no one give excuses.
Yes, no one is too busy on this earth.
Exactly. If you are too busy, would you forget to eat?
No.
Yes.
Would you forget to take your bath? In fact,
okay,
visit the washroom.
And they won't. Okay, they say food, air, and what? Food, air, and money. Yes, they are more important than love and those things.
Oh, I be loved here. I can love you today. Decide not to love you again.
No. So you have to schedule your time, even if you have to, as a married man, even if you have to cook and stock in the fridge, you have to do it. If you have to clean in advance, you have to do it. You can wake up to do all this. So are you trying to tell me that because you are busy, you have a kid, you are supposed to dress up for work? Now we're
they won't even do it.
So all these,
I'm sure some of these business women, like when they come home, they don't even see their kids or something for almost like 1 week or something. It's only weekends. Yeah.
And how would you even communicate with your child? These are all factors most people have to consider. So, Lillian, your final remarks.
Okay, I think we've said a lot. So there is nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong if you want to further your education, but you getting a right partner that will understand you is what you have to get like. And I would say that when opportunity, they say opportunity comes by what?
Once.
So once you get a chance, try. Nobody is too perfect on this earth, but you have to steady. You can even try and then correct the person in some way and all that. And that's all I can say for now.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so as we said, why do most lady have the perception that they would have to acquire everything in life before they settle down in marriage? And these are a few things we just mentioned. Some men are autocratic, some men are not understanding, some men can deceive you that they'll give you the chance to further your education once you are in a marriage. But the moment you fall into that marriage, and people say marriage is like a trap, and it's true, because marriage is a trap. When you don't meet an understanding man, a cage. If you don't meet an understanding man, come on, your life will be miserable in marriage. Even though marriage is not a bed of roses, it has to be understanding, sweet, sir, everything, a baby. So this is where we end the show for today on Ladies Avenue Radio on GhanaTalksRadio. I answer to the name Ohima Chimude. Thanks to Ohima Lillian for sharing her insight with us, and also to DJ Rock, the only rock without a C. Don't forget you can download the GTR app on all downloading platforms, and also follow us on all social media handles. And see a new one be about must say a friend it's a thread. I mean, I can't kill myself, but there's a new app in town. So far as you have Instagram, you can just link your details to it, then you are good to go. So you can also follow us there, in fact on all social media handles. So stay tuned and listen in stereo.
GhanaTalksRadio. Radio. This is big.
More
Ghana Talks Radio. Ghana Talks Radio. This is big. This is big.